Big news breaking in the NFL as Dallas Cowboys wide receiver George Pickens officially signs his franchise tag. This massive one-year deal locks in $27.3 million, fully guaranteed for the 2026 season. We are looking at a major shift in team dynamics that could lead to a future trade, despite previous team claims about his long-term future.
Tired of dropping your phone or struggling to hold it with one hand? The PopSocket's Pop Grip gives you a secure grip, works as a phone stand, and even lets you swap the top for a fresh new look. Simple, useful, and perfect for everyday phone use. Click the link in the comments to grab yours on Amazon.
Next, we head to the pitch, where legendary announcer Andres Cantor prepares for his 15th World Cup experience. We are diving into his unfiltered perspective on the massive 48-team format and the ongoing drama surrounding ticket prices and U.S. soccer leadership. You do not want to miss his exclusive breakdown on the lasting impact of the Messi era in Major League Soccer. Then we take a trip to Boulder, where locals are speaking out about the reality of life at the base of the Flatirons. From the rising cost of living and changing community character to the vibrant outdoor access and the future of beloved local spots, we have gathered the voices that define this iconic city. We are unpacking the tensions between growth and keeping that classic Colorado soul intact. Finally, we highlight the inspiring young voices from the Rowan County Substance Use Prevention Art Contest. Students from across the region channeled their personal experiences into powerful works of digital art and poetry to advocate for change. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you never miss another update. Ever wondered how quickly a team can pivot on a star player? The drama in Dallas just hit a fever pitch because wide receiver George Pickens has officially decided to sign his franchise tag. We are talking about a massive $27.3 million fully guaranteed payout for the 2026 season. It is a bold move that secures his bank account for the immediate future, but the real intrigue lies in what this means for his actual time in a Cowboys uniform. NFL insider Ian Rappaport broke the news, confirming Pickens will be playing out this one-year deal, essentially betting on himself to have an even bigger season before hitting the open market in 2027. Now, why does this matter so much? Well, Mike Garafolo points out that while this tag secures him, it also makes him tradable, and it keeps him on the hook for fines if he decides to skip out on training camp. Remember, the Cowboys traded for Pickens last May, sending a third-round pick to Pittsburgh, and after he put up monster career-high numbers last year, 429 yards and 9 touchdowns, many assumed a long-term extension was a lock. But the front office clearly feels differently. Jerry Jones himself has been singing the praises of the Pickens-Lamdak trio, yet the organization told his agent, David Muleketa, that they aren't even opening negotiations before the July 15 deadline. It is a classic wait-and-see approach from Jerry Jones, which begs the question, are the Cowboys really committed to Pickens long-term, or are they just keeping their options open for a potential deal later? It is a high-stakes chess match in Dallas, and it is going to be fascinating to see if Pickens can replicate his production under this kind of pressure. What do you think? Is Dallas making a mistake by delaying this deal, or is it a smart play by the front office? Drop a comment below and let us know your take. Make sure you hit that subscribe button to stay on top of every twist and turn in the NFL. After all, in this league, the story is never as simple as it looks on paper. Imagine spending decades behind the microphone, narrating the heartbeat of global football, only to be faced with a tournament that defies everything you've ever known. That is the reality for the legendary Andres Cantor as he prepares for his 15th World Cup. But this isn't just another chapter. It is a complete rewrite of the rulebook. With 104 matches, 48 teams, and a staggering 39 days of non-stop action, we are moving into uncharted territory. Telemundo is set to double Fox's coverage, signaling just how seismic this shift in broadcast landscape really is. But the real question Cantor tackles is whether this expansion is actually a trap. Does a bigger field inevitably dilute the intensity that makes the World Cup, well, the World Cup? Can the group of death even survive this massive format, or are we trading quality for quantity? But the drama isn't just on the pitch. Fans are furious over ticket prices. Yet FIFA President Gianni Infantino seems to be telling the world to just get over it. Meanwhile, the U.S. Soccer Federation is facing a massive leadership void with sporting director Matt Crocker bolting for Saudi Arabia just 10 weeks before kickoff. Cantor doesn't hold back on what this tells us about the current state of American soccer, especially with the biggest stage on home soil finally arriving. Is this a red flag, or just the new normal? And we can't talk about the evolution of the sport without addressing the Messi effect. Cantor calls Messi's arrival a before and after moment, a choice that famously snubbed a $400 million Saudi payday to redefine MLS. When 75,000 fans cram into a Broncos stadium just to witness his presence, you have to wonder, what has MLS actually learned? And more importantly, what happens to that magic when he is gone? If you enjoyed this deep dive into the business behind the beautiful game, smash that like button and subscribe for more industry insights. After all, the game might change, but the questions it leaves us with are always the same. Ever wondered if a place can feel like a perpetual weekend, even on a Thursday? Welcome to Boulder, Colorado, the People's Republic, where the Flatirons meet a bustling, modern identity. But beneath the gorgeous mountain backdrop and the vibrant life of Pearl Street Mall, there's a complex tug-of-war happening between the city's funky, historic soul and its rapid, corporate-driven evolution. We hit the streets to ask the locals, is Boulder still the paradise it's cracked up to be, or is it losing its magic? For the newcomers and students at CU, the allure is undeniable. The outdoor access is world-class, and the energy is infectious. But even for them, the reality sets in quickly. As one student pointed out, that legendary Colorado weather isn't just scenic, it's temperamental, unpredictable, and can turn a simple walk to class into a battle with the wind. Then there's the local perspective, which is where things get really interesting. We spoke with residents who have watched the city shift from a laid-back, hippie-leaning community into an affluent, tech-heavy hotspot. The consensus: the growth is overwhelming. Traffic is becoming a nightmare, the cost of living is hitting levels that push longtime residents out, and there's a growing fear that unique, beloved spots like the Dark Horse Bar are being erased by a wave of corporate gray. It's not all doom and gloom, though. There's a passionate hope that as Boulder grows, it doesn't just pave over its history. Residents are calling for better infrastructure, more support for diverse communities, and a commitment to accessibility so that the city remains a home for more than just the elite. As one resident put it, living here used to be about that funky counterculture vibe. Now, it's about navigating the challenges of an increasingly expensive, less diverse, and more commercial landscape. So, where does the heart of Boulder actually live today? We caught wind of a family business that's holding onto the city's true spirit, serving as a time capsule for what makes this place special. You won't want to miss our follow-up report next week, where we uncover that story. What's your take on the changes in your own backyard? Are we trading character for convenience, or is growth just the price of beauty? Let us know in the comments below, and make sure to hit that subscribe button for more voices from across the state. After all, a city is only as good as the people who call it home. Imagine a room filled with raw, unfiltered emotion, captured not in words, but in brushstrokes, pixels, and poetry. This is the heart of the third annual Substance Use Prevention Art Contest in Rowan County, a space where students aren't just creating art, they are reclaiming their voice. On April 15th, the Rowan Community Events Center turned into a gallery of profound significance. Sponsored by YSUP Rowan, Rowan County Public Health, and the Center for Prevention Services, the event wasn't about the skill of the artist, but the gravity of their message. 19 students from schools like Salisbury and Jesse C. Carson High poured their hearts into categories ranging from digital art to poetry, all tackling the heavy reality of substance use. What I find truly brilliant here is the judging process. It was completely blind. No names, no reputations, just the raw message. This ensures the focus remains entirely on the truth of the student's experience. Winners included Taylor Sherrill for her haunting digital piece, Drowning in Troubles, and Moriah Dumas, whose poem, The Quiet After You, left a lasting impact on everyone present. But beyond the trophies, the real victory was the platform itself. Kristen Estep, the project director, hit the nail on the head. We often push youth voices to the side, ignoring the deep, sensitive observations they have about the world around them. This event proved that when you give a student a canvas, they don't just paint a picture, they build a bridge to understanding. It is a powerful reminder that empowerment starts with listening. If you believe that young people have the power to change the narrative on substance use, hit that like button and share this video to help us amplify their voices. After all, art doesn't just reflect reality, it has the power to change it. What do you think is the most effective way to help youth share their stories? Let me know in the comments below.